to see it on Monday, I think it was. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
So funny. God. I just can't wait for the DVD because the extras are going to be freaking hilarious.
No idea.
Yeah.
I can't. I know. We're all bracing ourselves for what humiliating things are going to be revealed.
Well, it's so funny, Jennifer. Congratulations. And I have to ask you. Okay, so you get a call from Seth and saying, we'd like you to play this nymphomaniac, sexually harassing dentist. Initial reaction?
Yeah. I actually read the script first, and that was more shocking than anything. And after page after page after page, it was just yes. Where do I sign up?
How refreshing was it for you to be able to play a person like this? I mean, this is a Jennifer Aniston we have never seen. And again, I hope we see more of her.
And you will, in some form, I hope. I know, that's sort of the fun thing, it's getting to sort of take these little detours and explore different parts of myself. And it was so fun. I mean, it's such a fun, to put her on every day, and that was just, you feel completely uninhibited.
And how much freedom did Seth let you have with the person?
So much freedom. And the raunchier, the better. He just loved it, and he would just laugh and laugh. It was just such a fun set, because it's so outrageous, but
you can just go anywhere with it. And that's, because I was asking Seth, I go, when you have an R-rated comedy, when you're going in with this, does it just give you the freedom, and it's so refreshing for you to just go wherever you want, as opposed to something where, you kind of have to hold back?
Well, yeah, and with a comedy like this, you you can't sort of halfway be horrible. You've got to really be horrible, so you have to commit to the deviance of it all. And that's what we did. And it was great.
Yeah. Because, you've been a boss, you're a boss, you have a producing company, so do you ever have to kind of step back and remember, I don't want to be a horrible boss. I don't want people to think of me that way.
No, and I don't have that instinct in me to be horrible at all. I'm so appreciative to everybody who works for me or that I get to work with, and they work so hard, and, and I'm pretty specific and I'm clear, so people know what they have to do, and I'm not a horrible boss at all.
I wouldn't think that you would be. Now, you're working with some of the funniest guys in the business. What is the secret of keeping a straight face when you're working with people like this?
You don't. There's no secret. It's not possible. You just laugh a lot. You laugh a lot, you just do more takes.
And how do you get through it, though? Seriously,
Well, there's honestly, with this, it wasn't so hard for me. I kind of shockingly didn't get the giggles on this one as much as I have in the past on other ones, because you're not really going off the script so much. You're really sticking to the script because it's so specific. It's the improvisation and stuff that comes out of nowhere that kind of can send you into a major giggle fest.
Yeah, well, obviously working with somebody like Charlie Day, who spent most of the film with, that guy is, I don't even know what to say. I just love him.
I love him. He's outstanding. He's so sweet. That was the hard, he really does play this little, he I come and I meet him the first day, and it's like, I'm spraying water on his crotch, and then in the middle of takes, getting to know you, and so where are you from? How long have you been married?
And is it awkward to kind of strip down in front of somebody like that? Because he just seems so,
innocent.
Exactly.
That's what's so fun. That's what was so fun about. Can I get a water, please? That's what was so sort of. That was the hard thing. I just felt like I was apologizing to him all the time.
And I have to say, there's probably a lot of Jewish guys out there that are going to be very, happy that you spoke Hebrew. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Very funny, Jennifer. Great stuff. Now, also, you're reuniting with somebody, Jason Sudeikis
and Bateman.
So, working with those guys, why, what makes it so comfortable to be with those guys?
Well, I've known them for so long, and they're such brothers. They're so good. They're so fun. Bateman I've known for so many years, and what makes it, I just feel like I'm lucky. I get to work with these guys that are just at their prime, and it's so awesome.
Yeah. Like whether it's Adam Sandler or whoever. I mean,
know.
really, at this stage in your career, do you always, every time you go on another movie set, do you always think like, I'm still learning. I still learn from people,
Of
like
course.
who's been such a great, especially with comedy, who's been a good teacher in that respect?
Every film I do, there's somebody I really have been so lucky to work with such great cast members that who are not just all about themselves, that like to collaborate. I especially love, the movie I just completed, Charlie, for instance, is great because you work off of him and his little energy, and then a movie I just did, Wanderlust, which was a huge ensemble piece with great actors, just like great.
Do you have a horrible boss story that you can actually tell us on camera?
I have it. Can't say it on camera.
I understand, trust me. But don't you think there's a lot of people out there going to see this movie and at some level kind of relate to this?
I am sure. I think that's why it's getting such a big response because, I'm sure everybody's had a horrible boss experience.
Yeah. But I'm sure you've had a lot of really good ones.
I've had great ones. I've only really had one that was sort of like, ugh.
But no, it goes to show for your work because you do such a great job. Now, you are getting the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
Jennifer,
cool.
what does something like that mean to you with all the hard work you've done over the years?
I honestly, it's quite surreal. And at first you feel like, no, I don't. Not yet, or I haven't. I still feel like I'm trying to find my best work. But, I guess it just reminds you. First you feel extreme gratitude and honored, and then you kind of go, wow, I guess I have been doing this a long time. So, I'll just try to be as, humbled.
Well deserved, I must say. You did a great job in this.
Thanks.
And like I say, I want to see more of you like this. And so do all the men across the world, for sure.
Great.
Congratulations
Thank you
to you,
so
Jennifer.
much.
Nice talking to you.
Great to talk
Thank
to you.
Take care.